Oh, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming tonight. And we're just kind of waiting for people to come in and get settled. Good evening. Thank you for being here tonight. Congrats to the women for dominating women for their 24th win. Congratulations, ladies. Looking forward to a competitive men's game tonight as well. I am the Oakton Athletic Director, Christine Pichero, and I'd like to invite down some people that run the college, basically my peers and colleagues. Joining me this evening is our President, Dr. Joanne Smith, Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Carl Brooks, Interim Dean of Equity, Access, and Diversity, Dr. Leon Pilar. Come on, Leon. All right, we are very happy that you are all here to recognize and celebrate the induction of these two most deserving coaches. Tennis coach Neil Sitkovsky and cross-country, track and field, marathon coach Patrick Savage. Into the NJCAA Region 4 Hall of Fame. Pat and Neil will come down. Yeah, come on over, Neil. We are, like I said, we are thrilled to be honoring these two coaching legends today. As the old saying goes, a good coach can change a game, a great coach can change a life. And this has never been truer in Pat and Neil. Before we get started, I want to let all of the alum, coaches, family, and friends of Neil and Pat that you are all invited to a light reception. Come on over, my cord's a little short. Held in the boardroom, 1506, following the ceremony. So we've got it set up, you can mingle, have some drinks, we've got food, and we'll meet you out there. It's not too hard to find, it's in the main hallway. First, I'd like to take the opportunity to honor Coach Neil. All right, come on over. All right. This is my first time meeting Neil, but certainly not hearing about him. I'll give you some of the athletic numbers. At the Region 4 level, Neil was Coach of the Year in 2004 and 2009. At the region level, his teams qualified for nationals, meaning they finished first or second for 9 years. And a couple of these banners up here are champ teams and his athletes. He coached 5 region singles champions, 4 region players of the year, and 7 region doubles champions. And I just spoke to his mom. He was a young buck when he took over these teams. So he was in his 20s, first coaching, real coaching, leadership position, and obviously great success. At the Illinois Skyway Conference level, he was Coach of the Year in 09 and 10. He had 2 conference championships in 9 and 10, coached 8 singles conference champions and 9 doubles conference champions. So those are the numbers. But beyond the wins and losses, right, and the numbers, I reached out to Bruce Oates. Bruce and I text here and there, our previous athletic director, and he had these really wonderful words to say about Neil. Neil was utterly professional in his work and consistently put strong teams on the court. He taught the game exceptionally well, and his players greatly improved under his tutelage. Neil saw his role as a teacher first and a competitor second, and he was a good man who was respected by all his tennis peers. I also wanted to say a story of this fall. We have alum that walk into our buildings all the time, and they'll wander into the athletic office asking for a coach. And recently, a former player of Neil's, Ross Jurek, walked into the athletic office to introduce himself, and I showed Ross around, and he asked about contacting Neil. And it's interesting because we had just connected summer, because this is the Region Hall of Fame, but Neil's next induction will be this summer, I would imagine, in the Conference Hall of Fame. So I really wanted to get a sense of Neil and his athletes and try to reconnect. So Ross told me that he credited Neil for his start in college and his success. Out of high school, Ross said he was a little unfocused and he didn't have money to pay for school. And so by Neil recruiting him to be on the team, that even though he wasn't the best tennis player, the scholarship allowed him to continue to go to school. And now Ross has a mechanical engineering degree from UI Chicago and is currently a captain in the Air Force stationed in Germany. And so he was home for only a few days and wanted to track down his coach. So Neil, you are most deserving of this induction. Congratulations, and thank you for all that you've done for Oakton and your athletes. You're welcome. Sean's going to take some pictures of the group. Yeah, so let's take a picture of the group. So come on over. Okay. Next, Coach Patrick Savage. Patty Savage? I don't call you Patty, I call you Patrick. Okay. Oh, okay, move forward first. We're actually streaming this event, and we're recording it, and it's a huddle camera, and it follows the action. You're walking in front. You're walking in front. All right, so are we ready for all these numbers? Because this is legendary. Nationally, Coach Savage led the Oakton team to the 2002 National Championship. The first national championship before Coach Prado's national championship over there. And the 1992 Marathon National runner-up. He coached 4 individual national champions, 39 NJCAA All-Americans, and Oakton, under the leadership of AD Tom Jorn, hosted the NJCAA Marathon Championship here in our community for 8 years, from 88 to 95. Regionally and at the state level, 8 Region 4 championships, 8 Region 4 Coaches of the Year, 8 Illinois State Community College Championships. For their use prior to the region, there were state championships for community colleges, and he had 300 all-state winners under his time there. At the conference level, he had 18 conference championships for runners-up, and 19 conference most valuable runners. So those are some of the basic numbers. But I want to tell you that Coach Savage's influence is way beyond the wins and the losses, and the records, and the championships. When we announced Coach Savage's induction, I probably received 10 to 15 emails from his runners who are living all over the world. One remarkably in Switzerland, another in Poland, the national champion. So, and Mark Busiak is here tonight. I talked to Mark. Mark made a comment that Pat inspired him to complete 44 consecutive Boston marathons and will embark on his 45th marathon. Mark, where are you? Where is he? There he is. All right. Which would be a state of Illinois record, as far as we understand. But this particular story struck home to me personally. Former athlete and coaches Brenda O'Connor, who I met this summer when she drove all the way from New Mexico to attend his conference Hall of Fame induction, had this to say. She said, I started Oakton in the fall of '86. I was 16 and living in a one-bedroom apartment with 4 siblings and my mom, while my dad was in the old country, I'm assuming Ireland, trying to wrap up the family business which had failed due to the recession. Back then, athletics for girls and women still weren't common. I had taken it into my head that I would run track and quit smoking, she says. I walked into the athletic office to join the team and met Coach Savage and his assistant, Cindy? Was your assistant Cindy? Cindy. Coach Savage was culturally and gender inclusive before that was a thing. He cared that athletes showed up and tried. In the next 2 years, I became a very good runner, Brenda continues. NJCAA All-American in track, cross-country, and marathon. I was the Chicago Junior Runner of the Year and voted captain and MVP of our co-ed team. This would not have been possible without Coach Savage, as well as all of the support from Pat Fahey, which I don't know who that is. Who's Pat Fahey? Maybe a professor. Please make mention of Coach's commitment to women's success. He's been a mentor to many powerful lady runners. Pat is already in 4 Hall of Fames. He's in our Conference Hall of Fame, the DePaul University Athletics Hall of Fame as an athlete and a coach, Illinois High School Track and Cross Country Coaches Hall of Fame, and just last week was inducted into the Niles West Athletic Hall of Fame, where he was a teacher and coach from 1969. That was the year I was born, and 2004. And now, Pat is a Region 4 Hall of Fame NJCAA member. Congratulations, Coach. You're very welcome. And he'll let us say a few words.
I'm very humbled by this recognition. I'm very proud to have been a coach at Oakton from '71 to 2003. I have so many stories to tell, and I'm not going to get them to you tonight. But I'd like anybody who ran for me that's here tonight to just stand up. Stand up. For all you youngsters out there, one of those guys ran for me in January of 1966. He told me today he's 72 years old. I want to know how come he's older than me. Anyway, I've had so many great things here. I have a lovely family. My son Danny, my wife Melissa, my daughter Julie are here, and it's great to celebrate this great honor. I want to wish the Oakton basketball team good luck tonight. I know you're going to do well. Congratulations to the women who won tonight. You guys are great. So thank you very much for having me here. Thank you.
Before we leave, I just want to say what an honor and a privilege it is to be here and celebrate these legendary coaches tonight. Oakton prides itself on changing students' lives when we do our job well, and it is clear that both Coach Neal and Coach Pat have changed many lives. They didn't just help students succeed on the tennis court or on the track and cross-country field. They help them succeed in the classroom and in life. and continue to connect with them throughout their students' lives as alumni. So to see so many alumni here tonight speaks volumes about the quality of these coaches, the lives you've changed, and the legacy you've left. So it's an honor to recognize you tonight. Thank you for making such a difference in the lives of so many Oakton students and alumni. And I invite you all to join us in the boardroom for some refreshments to mingle.
Yes, and we'll take more, we have photo screens set up, and we have a photographer in there, so we can take pictures of alum, pictures of family, and make sure that we introduce each other and get to know each other a little better. So thank you.